Alrighty, hello folks, and good morning. Today I just wanted to share my favorite Lord build here just for the purpose of amusement. Just know that there are a few details here or there that aren't really completely optimized for endgame or what have you. This is still the, the no stats run and all that kind of thing, so there's still a few bits and pieces that are just kind of out there, but the general idea and as far as what makes this this build fun still remains the same. And this is actually something that you can achieve pretty fairly early on, even as early as Chapter 4. Obviously, as soon as you get the Lord. So let's go ahead and cover some options here. So, and some of those optimizations are, for example, things like going and picking up Phalanx 4. I'm going to go pick that up in a little bit. Honestly, Phalanx 3 is good enough. I know it's like 2 button presses, but dang it, I don't care. So, what we're looking at here is a combination of Conserve RT, Eagle Eye, Phalanx, and Conserve MP. On the equipment side, we've got a Staff of Purification, a Blowgun, and then just kind of whatever armor, as well as a Warping item. Now, the Warping or Flying item, it just depends on whatever you find more fun. Personally, I just think the warping effect looks cool. That's why he's going ahead and wearing that ring there. And then on the spell side, we've got Resurrect, Instill, Paradigm, and Ease. Now, the Instill isn't actually for offense. It's just to cover some of his weaknesses. Generally speaking, if there are any heavy hitters that happen to be water, generally speaking, most of the stuff that he was running into was not water, but either way, I just kind of had it on there for good measure. But he has that on there. He has the Eagle Eye and Ward Dart combo for the purpose of just mind controlling anything that is a particularly big threat without any worries about it getting stopped. Basically, Eagle Eye will always guarantee that hit and always guarantee the proc, so you basically have guaranteed mind control due to being able to either warp or fly, whatever you prefer. You can typically always get your pick of targets. And additionally, on the item end over here, we've got a Grog, a Horn, a Zoliadrot, and 1 heal. Now, the reason that there aren't more heals on this particular guy is because typically he hasn't really needed them. Phalanx usually is enough to keep him running through most fights, and usually I just keep 1 full heal just kind of for, like, if everything goes completely south. The Zoliadrot is in the off chance that he gets himself charmed. He'll just instantly uncharm himself. The Horn is in those cases where you're in an open map and want to give a dodge chance to every one of your units, and the Grog is just kind of here if he gets hit by fear and his Ease isn't available that turn for whatever reason. So what makes this thing kind of diabolical is that all of them run off the same kind of common cards there. So auto cards are pretty freaking common. You can usually just break a couple props right by your starting area and have your first 2 auto cards right from the very start. It's a pretty common setup. Now, the thing is, all he needs is, well, technically speaking, all of this stuff can work right away, but if he picks up 1 or 2 cards, he guarantees all of these effects. So, yeah, he's basically casting for free in both time and MP. He basically just snaps his fingers, somebody's back to life, or potentially up to 5 units have their turns reset, or potentially several debuffs have been eliminated. But basically, this guy's just zooming around, resetting turns, bringing people back up on their feet. He's like the ultimate backup plan, just walking on this earth. It's a pretty fantastic fun build to play around with. Just gives you a ton of control over absolutely everything. If there's one particular unit you're having some difficulty dealing with, just guaranteed mind control. Like, it's just great. It's pretty darn great. Like, literally the only thing that the guaranteed mind control dart doesn't work on is going to be stuff like bosses. Which, the funny part is, even when you're going into Coda 4 and you're fighting many of those bosses as randos, many of them forget to bring death proof. So there's that. Anyway, so that'll be about that. I hope y'all find that fun, and I'll see you in the next one.